Welcome to your second favorite podcast. It's What's the Show About, everybody. We're here again. We've got more posters, we've got more laughs, more to learn, more to love. Really, it's all starting to come together on this program these days. Is how I'm feeling about it. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna show you some posters. We're gonna see what's up. I don't know what's up. We're gonna find out. Here we go. So this this is a
Oh,
Jamie
Lord.
original. I believe G.I. Joe Biden. Just Apocalypse Now, but with Joe Biden. Is that what you told ChatGPT to do?
That's it. Yeah. Well, the Apocalypse Now has got a father-son actor duo, Martin Sheen and
Yeah,
Charlie Sheen, right? Something like that. So I just saw that's if you look in the background, that's Hunter Biden's face.
on the back there.
So I figured they'd both be in it, be the Bidens. But yeah, that's the gist.
Joe Biden with Hunter Biden and
It's
Uncle
a
Sam.
vacation. It's just a little excursion, you guys.
Vacation.
Pretty sure that's what they said about
G.I.
Vietnam.
Joe Biden. I guess there's not much to. You're playing just real straight down the center now. You don't want to get banned.
He keeps his prompts real
just
short.
Just kind of in here. Just throwing it right down the middle.
Hey,
I appreciate
I got a
that.
question for you. Did you try to avoid parody? Because it just says Joe, not Joe.
No, I didn't make it. I don't know why I did that.
That's okay. I like it. I'm cool with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
In America, they call me Joe. Out here, they call me Joe.
Let me ask you a question. I got no questions. Never mind. Thought I had a question. Turns out I didn't. It's just Apocalypse Now with Joe Biden.
Yeah.
All right, a 4.
And Hunter Biden. And Hunter Biden.
And Hunter.
And
I love
Hunter Biden.
If you would have found a spot for Nick Cage, that might have bumped it up a couple points for me, but it's going to be a 4 for me, dog.
I thought that the guy in the smoke was going to be Bo Biden, and it turns out it was just Hunter. So that was good. That was good. I give it a 5 because you didn't disparage Bo. And Joe Biden can take a lot, man. He can handle it out there, but nobody messes with his favorite son, Bo. Don't tell that to Hunter, because Hunter's now his favorite son. But yeah, give it a 5, man. I enjoyed it.
What do you think there, Jamie? What are you going to give your G.I. Joe poster here?
I'd give it a 5 too.
A 5.
Nice.
All right, a 4, a 5, and a 5. All right. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you keep them simple, and you, like I said, you throw it straight down the middle. Middle America's gonna love it.
Nice fastball, man. Easy fastball. Yeah.
So I don't know.
This was not me. It looks like a me poster, but it was not me.
I don't know if you guys have seen this clip of Jonah Hill. He's on one of our fellow podcasters shows. Was the one with Will Arnett and Jason Bateman and the dude from Will and Grace. What's their podcast called? Do you guys follow pop culture at all? Do you have any
There's an
idea what I'm
Arrested
talking
Development podcast?
Well, it's got Jason Bateman and Will Arnett and the dude from, I think, not the dude from Will and Grace, the dude from something.
I have not heard of it, but I like Arrested Development.
So anyways, Jonah Hill was on this podcast, and he does Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and Jason Bateman asks him, so like, if we were going to get in a fight, and Jonah Hill's like, yeah, I would kick your ass. And he says, anybody who's like, oh, Jonah Hill, he's the guy from the fat guy from Superbad. I just kick all their asses. I kick everyone's ass, dude. I kick all their asses. So he's got some leftover anger issues. He's skinny now.
He is.
But he is clearly still angry that people see him as that guy from Superbad. So here he is, just going around Hollywood showing everybody can kick their ass, dude. So this is Jonah, and I like how that doesn't look like Jonah Hill, but yeah, he's skinny, he's angry, he knows jiu-jitsu.
I vaguely heard about this, and I wasn't totally sure. So maybe you can tell me.
Sure.
Jonah Hill's a comedian. I kind of thought like he was saying it as as a joke, of course. So are you saying he was like very much serious?
No, he was pretty serious. Was saying like, I'm very good at Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I think I could kick your ass. It was clear in the clip, if you watch it, that he was being quite serious.
Oh, as someone who has a big chip on his shoulder, I can definitely relate to Jonah Hill.
Sure. So anyways, this was my take on that. He's just going around there. He is beating up Brad Pitt. There he is assaulting some woman.
He's fighting Leo.
He's fighting Leo up here, right? That's weird-headed Leo DiCaprio. He's fighting The Rock down here. He's just someone holding up a sign saying, "It's him, super bad dude."
One of the phones is a controller.
One man, one gi, zero patience. Yeah, I didn't realize that you guys hadn't seen that clip. I thought it went fairly viral and everyone was aware of it. But yeah, Jonah Hill, Jiu-Jitsu's
Heard
Hollywood.
about the clip, but I hadn't seen the clip.
I think Jonah Hill's just mad that he wasn't cast in Odyssey.
Yeah, everyone else in Hollywood was.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill was left out. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a 7. I think it's a 7. I enjoyed it. I thought that Jonah Hill, he's angry and he's out there letting people know he knows jujitsu, dude. And he'll kick your ass if you make fun of him for being the guy from Superbad.
I'm gonna give it a 7 as well. I'm gonna give it a 7 because you didn't have to see that to like this poster. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 because I had never seen that, but I immediately resonated with, it's him, Superbad dude. And then up top, how dare you recognize me? And
How dare you recognize me from my most famous film?
Yeah, 7.5 for me. Very fun.
All right. Jamie, what do you think about this one, dude? What are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
6.5. All right, a 6.5, a 7, and what was it? A 7.5. All right. Yeah, that's Jonah Hill Jiu-Jitsu's Hollywood. I thought it's a fun movie.
Yeah, I had fun. Hell yeah.
This is a Reynolds one.
This is the Reynolds one.
It's called Stop Yelling About Racism.
Now, if you're actually someone who listens to the podcast or watches the podcast, you'd realize that last episode was all about politics and about tone and about civility and these other issues. And this should have been in the last one, but we choose them randomly, so it's here. Let's see. As we know from the Assholes Anonymous poster, Reynolds is an asshole. This is true. This is an accurate statement. As we know from the Podmaxing episode, Reynolds yells too much. He interrupts people. This is true. All these things are true.
It's true.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But what's Reynolds always yelling about? Usually personal attacks, but sometimes it's about racism, and that usually makes people very upset because, and this is a direct quote, Reynolds, you paint with broad strokes. Reynolds. People want me to be subtle. They want me to use a fine point pen. Here's a fine point pen in front of the camera. And they want me to be, they want me to have nuance, and they want me to hold the racist's hand and walk him to get ice cream or something so that I can, I don't know, like give him a moment of humanity and suddenly fix him or something. And I think the problem with racism is racism. And I don't think the problem with racism is with yelling about it. So let's go over this real quick. We've got crazy alt-right fascist news people and podcasters up top. Civil rights, no thank you. Civil polite, oh yes, thank you. Context-free zones, man. HR now stands for hush racism. Shh, don't talk about it. You'll notice that she has 2 right hands. There's a lot of hand problems in this poster, and I liked that a lot, so I did not fix those things. Go down, we've got we seem to have a protester, and she wants to end racism. She's got 4 hands.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, down below is my favorite part, my whole favorite part, and this is where the subtlety comes in. Both the guy getting arrested and the cop are telling Reynolds, shh, tone it down. Be quiet, Reynolds. You're going to make it worse for everybody if you talk about how this is racist. Notice how the Statue of Liberty's Bill of Rights, Constitution, whatever she's holding, has been redacted. That's right. And the reviews are bad. The reviews are bad because Reynolds was too loud about the Constitution and about the Civil Rights Act, about the Voting Rights Acts. Reynolds was too divisive about the overthrow of the government, the coup d'etat that happened on January 6th. And Reynolds could have been more polite in his personal life. And the third review is true. I could have been more polite in my personal life, but the other 2 reviews are clearly MAGA Russian propaganda. And this poster should have been in the last episode, and my last episode's poster should have been in this one. But hey, we're figuring it out as we go. As Jeff likes to say, we're growing. So yeah, it's good. I love this poster. I love this poster.
I feel personally attacked.
I give it a 6.
Okay. A lot of rambling. Yeah, I guess this is Reynolds. Is this like your response to like, who thinks that you're yelling too much about racism?
This was a conversation we had after the pod. Oh no, well, sheesh. This is a conversation I've had every day of my life. Also, you'll notice the guy in this poster, he's the guy from the radio show poster.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
He does look familiar.
If there's going to be posters about mishaps in media, I think this is going to be my guy.
Jamie, what do you think about this poster?
Yeah, so Reynolds, around this time, was talking a lot about Hassan Piker. I don't know, and for those of you not familiar, he's a political activist, Twitch streamer.
Yeah, he's a streamer.
It's not really
right?
important who he is, but he famously once said America deserved 9/11.
Hassan Piker
and
did.
Bernie Sanders was asked about this. Bernie Sanders on the news was asked because he runs in a similar circle as Bernie Sanders.
Democratic
what he
Socialist.
thinks about this. And Bernie Sanders says, well, of course he doesn't like that. But I think cancel culture is, has gone a little too far. Tone down the rhetoric a little bit. And, I think this movie's really doing the opposite of what Bernie Sanders is advocating for. And so I've got to give this a 3.
So Bernie is advocating for no cancel culture is what you're saying. And
that's
is
what I'm saying.
Opposite.
Yeah, this is like,
I'm confused at what was Bernie's point? I don't get was the conclusion that Hassan is canceling America, or that America is canceling Hassan?
That people were going to stop watching or listening to Hassan. I think he was on the cancel block, and Bernie was like, I don't agree with him on that point, but don't cancel him just because he said one crazy thing.
I have something to say about Hassan. He looks like a virgin. That's about all I have to say.
All right, a personal attack, Hassan.
Get on the podcast.
If you listen to the show,
get on the podcast.
Feel free to come on the pod
tips.
and
hey, from one communist to another, you look like a fucking virgin, bro. Get with it.
Jesus Christ. The fuck? Okay.
Jeff, what'd you give this?
I haven't given it anything yet because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Take your time.
So you're just, oh man, look at me. I'm yelling about racism and everyone's telling me to shut up.
I'm overwhelmed. The Civil Rights Act has been gutted. The Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act have been gutted. Roe v. Wade is gone, and Reynolds is yelling too much, and that's the problem. Maybe if Reynolds would just shut up, we'd get all our rights back. And I can't blame him for thinking that, because, man, I'm a jerk.
I think that you're misunderstanding, because a lot of the times when you go on your rants and you yell a lot, Jamie and I have to explain, hey, man, we're on your side, dude. We think the same. We're also liberals. Like, we also don't like that they've gutted the Voting Rights Act, right? We don't like that's bad. That's bad for America.
You could have fooled me.
We agree with you.
Could have fooled
me. But you're yelling at us like we're the bad guy.
Yeah.
We're like, nah, dude, we're on the same. Don't yell at me, man.
I didn't hear you because
side.
the entire time you were making that argument to me prior, you had your finger over your mouth and you were going. So I guess I didn't hear your words.
I mean, I too am upset about the same injustices in the world. I don't like to be yelled at.
So if anyone has some advice, anyone has advice as to how I can become more like Pete Buttigieg,
yeah,
or more like Cory Booker, or more like another conventional politician who's too polite about speaking in nuanced strokes as opposed to broad strokes, because the current president he's pretty broad. He's broad around, and he's broadly destroying the Constitution, and that's just my opinion. All right, cool. Let's see, Jeff, did you give this a rating yet?
I haven't given it a score.
Oh, you're right. I interrupted your thought process. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now I'm discombobulated. I don't even know what I was gonna say.
I think you were gonna say that you also think Hassan Piker dresses like a virgin.
I don't know enough about Hassan Piker to address that.
Jeff, at his latest speech, he wore a suit that resembled Mao Zedong's outfit.
That was the one that made me think he was a virgin. Yeah.
So do you have an opinion on that? Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, man. I assume that he was just being provocative with that.
We love Mao's fashion.
Communism.
We love Mao's fashion at the podcast.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Mao.
That's a show. Not a big fan of Mao.
I could go out on a limb. Not a big fan of Mao.
Yeah.
People might disagree. Maybe he's got some fans out there.
I love Mao.
Okay, there you go. See, Jamie's on Team Mao.
What are you giving this?
Dude, I gotta give it a 4. I don't know what's happening.
Is it a 4? Okay. All right. I expected that out of Jeff.
Because you know what I have to say? Here's what I have to say. I have to say, don't stop yelling about racism. I have to say, keep yelling about racism. because you got to get out there and you got to stop the racists.
That might be the sequel.
Racists are not cool. That should be the sequel. Racists are not cool.
Oh my god. Yeah, starring
what
Ty
wins,
Cobb.
dude? What got the most points?
Oh man, I believe it's
gotta be
Jonah.
Joe Biden.
G.I. Joe Biden. I think got the lowest score. Jonah Hill,
What did G.I.
Jiu-Jitsu's
Joe Biden
Hollywood
get?
got the highest score, I believe. Joe Biden got 4, 5, 5. Stop Yelling About
14?
Racism got 4, 6, 3, which brings us, both of those are under 5.
13?
And then Jonah Hill's Jiu-Jitsu Hollywood is 7, 7.5, 6.5, solidly
15.
above 50%.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jonah Hill's Jiu-Jitsu Hollywood. Wow, I don't even know what to say. I didn't think I'd be winning today. But there you have it. People love Jonah Hill. They're gonna go see this movie because they recognize him from Superbad.
Now,
Probably just gonna really piss Jonah Hill off.
Jonah Hill Jiu-Jitsu's Hollywood was also scored higher than Flagrant and the Furious from last episode. So even if I had brought my poster to this episode, you still would have won. So congratulations, you had an honest victory.
Congratulations
well
to
done.
me.
I'm serious. I like this poster a lot. This is funny. This is funny shit. Hell yeah. If we do more of this, we're gonna be just fine.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes I dig into that pop culture, dude, and I see Jonah Hill on the podcast. It's gonna drive me crazy what the name of that podcast is, dude. Oh, it's called Smartless with Jason Bateman, the other guy, and the other guy, Will Arnett, and the other guy they have. But yeah, our fellow podcasters, Jason Bateman, if you listen, just give us a plug on your show over there, like we just plugged your show over here. So.
Definitely. Hassan, don't forget to call Hassan. Hey Hassan, if you ever want to go to an incel anonymous meeting, I'll go with you. I'll be your sponsor. You're good, bro. I'll give you some fashion tips. I got a lot of shirts you can borrow. We're probably about similar size.
I think this is going to be the start of a Hassan Piker cinematic universe. Reynolds' personal attacks have shifted to.
Hey, I got something to say. If anyone's politics have driven them into virginity, I will help you. I will help you. Call me. I will personally help you.
Wow. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it for the program. Again, we know that we're number 2 in your hearts behind the true number 1, Joe Rogan and the Joe Rogan Experience. tuned to Joe Rogan, but when you're done with him, listen to us. This has been What's the Show About?
Great show. We're doing better. Nice.
It's gonna plug Joe Rogan.
We should plug Joe Rogan as much as possible, and we should have his name in the episode titles as much as possible. Rogan, episode 15. Rogan. No, it's a parody of Rogan. It's not. It's fine.
You're a parody. All right.